What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Pod Day! Hey, what's up? Welcome to the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional life coach, DJ, serial entrepreneur, Mr. Garry O'Neal Jr. And as always, when you roll up on me in these streets, just make sure you don't forget the Junior. Shout out to Pops. Welcome to another power-packed podcast. Here we got season 3, episode 15. Go crazy, where we're going to be talking about releasing yourself from limitations and restrictions. All right. So without further ado, shout out to my day one listeners, people who have been supporting since day one, my executive producers, my Patreon fans, everyone watching this from your favorite streaming platform, whether you're listening or watching. Thank you. All right. I do this for you. So I really am looking forward to talking about not only the entree, which is going to be go crazy, but also the appetizers. The Ravens win. And you know what? And guess what? I ain't taking the chain off. I ain't taking my hoodie off. That's it. We got to keep it rolling. All right. I'm going to talk about the latest Verzus match. That was really good. The Mandalorian and my top 5 Christmas songs. All right. So without further ado, let's get right into our moment of the week, sponsored by Heart Savers Maryland. And right after this commercial break, we'll get right into your moment of the week. All right. So your Heart Savers Maryland sponsored moment of the week is entitled Leading the Way. Learn the difference between your intuition leading you and your trauma misleading you. I'm going to read that again. Learn the difference between your intuition guiding or leading you and your trauma misleading you. One more time. Learn the difference between your intuition guiding or leading you and your trauma misleading you. Sometimes we come across situations where our trauma has tried to intertwine with our intuition. So make sure you're not clouded when you make these decisions. All right, that is your Heart Savers Maryland sponsored moment of the week entitled Leading You. All right, so just make sure you know what is leading you. All right, let's jump right into our song of the week. And right after that, after our commercial break, we'll get right into our appetizer starting now. All right, we are back to the See.Plan.Do show here with me, professional life coach, business coach, serial entrepreneur, Garry O'Neal Jr. Season 3, episode 15. Wow, look at that. 15. All right, so we're going to go right into our appetizers of the week. Okay, first off, as you see, my Ravens are winning. We're on a pretty good winning streak. We're looking pretty good. We got to win all the way out. But you see the hoodie. You see the Ravens, the official Ravens merch. You see the official Ravens chain. You hear it. So you already know, guys. Guess what? That's it. We're doing our part. Okay? We're out here. All right? Looking great. Running up the middle. We're playing defense. We're looking good. We got a little ways to go, but we are looking good. So that is it for me as far as talking about the Ravens. All right. Next thing I want to talk about. All right. So we recently had another Versus. They went West Coast this time. And this was E40 versus Too Short. Two just icons in the business. Now, to me, looking over the whole thing, I believe that E40 won. I don't think this should have been probably did bigger numbers. E41 to me, but of course it's one of those, it's really just the culture. And also from the East Coast, I don't have I'm not really locked into all of the E40 songs and all of the Too Short songs, but they both sounded great. They had a great vibe. And, E40 was twisted. So, when you start getting those moments where you see people dancing and all these different things, it's hilarious, great for the culture. And there's a lot of great music, right? And you just realize like, man, they were both giving out a lot of great information about, just staying on top of the game. So I really liked it. I'm going to have to get me some pineapple mango Moscato because I think that's what E40 was drinking. So I'm going to have to get me some because he was done. But it was great. great episode. I mean, another great Verzus. I mean, we don't really have any bad ones. So I love what has happened with that. I love that we keep that going, and it's great. All right. Oh man, one of my favorite shows on Disney, The Mandalorian. All right, we have our season finale. Really, really great series. I don't want to give anything away, but it's really, really great. So if you have not watched it, go ahead and check it out. I believe when I was looking at my information that season 3 may be going in a slight different way. But again, that's a great, great show. That to me, that's the outside of the Avengers and like X-Men. That's what I've been always watching. So check out The Mandalorian. 2 thumbs up here on the See.Plan.Do show. All right. I know you guys have been waiting when you saw what another big thing on the appetizer list. So last episode, I talked about my 5 favorite Christmas movies. A lot of you guys agreed with me. Some of you guys did not, but you did not turn on your notifications on your location. So guess what? You didn't really want that smoke. So I felt like, you know what? Why not talk about my 5 favorite Christmas songs? Now, there are a million Christmas songs I love, but when I have to sort it down to 5, I said, all right, I'll go to 5. All right, so number 5 is Christmas Time Is Here. Now, that if you know your Christmas songs, that's always going to be on the Christmas, the Charlie Brown Christmas movie, and that's sung by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. Now, that song is a classic song. I love that version, but I also love Tony Braxton's version. Tony Braxton did the song. And I love both songs. I actually will listen to them back to back. So that's number 5. Christmas Time Is Here. I love both versions. Number 4 is Jackson 5, Give Christmas on Christmas Day. I love that song. Of course, icon Michael Jackson just killed it. Killing the vocals. Everybody's doing a great job. That's actually a really, really great song to me. I love the song. I'm pretty sure you love it too. All right, number 3 is This Christmas. Now, it's always typically a debate when you talk about This Christmas, the song, because there's 2 people who sung it, Donny Hathaway and Chris Brown. Guess what, guys? They're both on there. So you can put at number 3 whether you like the Donny version or whether you like the Chris Brown version. They're both amazing. I like both of them. And number 2, oh man, Let It Snow. But of course, Boyz II Men. And Boyz II Men, that's just an amazing song. And with number 1, I'm pretty sure you already wrote it down. I'm pretty sure you already know about it. Number 1, of course, Temptations, Silent Night. To me, Christmas is not Christmas until I hear that song. If I don't hear it, we're not rocking and rolling. All right, that is your appetizer, sponsored by Lalone Clothing. All right, and with Lalone Clothing, you can get official See.Plan.Do show podcast merch, as well as some other different articles, clothing, stickers that fit your vibe. I have a whole bunch of different shirts that say a lot of awesome things. So guess what? Go ahead and check it out. Hop on over to laloneclothing.com. That's LALONE clothing.com. Go ahead and pick something up. Pick something nice for yourself. You earned it. All right? Take care of yourself. Go get something. laloneclothing.com. All right? So now we're at our entree, which is here, season 3, episode 15, entitled Go Crazy. And I'm pretty sure you guys, I love doing my artwork for my show. So if you've seen it, it was a picture of when Homer went crazy in one of the episodes. But let me preface what I mean by go crazy. As a life coach, I come across a lot of people, even myself, to be honest, and we put certain limitations on ourselves. If you think about somebody and we refer to them as crazy, what we really mean is that they are doing things or saying things that are outside the norm of what we typically would do as a society. Just walk with me here. So imagine if you're walking with one of your crazy friends and they ran into a store and just stole something. That would go out of the idea of what we typically should do. So you might call that person crazy, right? While of course we have the bad stigma that comes with someone calling someone crazy. we also use crazy in another context. Being a daredevil or just doing something amazing. Oh man, that was crazy, right? And so as a life coach, like I said earlier, we place a lot of limitations and restrictions on ourselves. By me saying go crazy, it means let's remove the limitations, the judgments, the restrictions you place on yourself. So that way you can do whatever you want. All right. That's it. That's why we call it don't go crazy. So that's what we're looking for to do. So let's just dive into a couple of ones that I jotted down, of course, doing my research and being able to formulate and bring something for this amazing podcast. Okay. Number one, in reference to going crazy and removing those limitations, is let's talk about acknowledging what you have already created. Most of the time when I talk to people will say, well, I'm not creative. I'm not this. I'm not that. And usually we can immediately see contradictions. Okay. What I want you to do is when we don't acknowledge what we do, then judgment can easily set in. So judging yourself will limit you. Okay. You will be your worst critic, and then you'll stop doing, venturing out and doing what you want to do. So what I want you to do is I want you to run down your own bio. Okay. A lot of times when people have anxiety about a new job or something like that, you know what happens? They feel like, oh, I may not get the job because I don't deserve it. I'm like, well, hey, obviously you meet the qualifications if they have an interview for you. Now just go kill it. So the first thing is acknowledge what you've already done. Okay. If I was to get picked up by a major network and I'm optimistic that'll happen, guess what? I'm ready. Because I will tell myself, hey, man, you've been doing this for a minute. You've been doing motivational speaking for a minute. You've been working and perfecting and crafting and doing all these things. You are ready. We don't have any limitations. Somebody else may try to put limitations on themselves and on you. We're not doing that. All right. So number one is acknowledge what you have already created, what you've already done. Chances are you've already done something. Number two, in reference to going crazy and removing the limitations, get clear on what you really, really want. I want you that if you want something, I want you to be clear. Okay. Just take a moment and think, what do I really, really want? Do I want a better job? Well, what does that mean for this job? All right. Do I want to be in a great relationship? What does that person need to possess for me? I want to do this. Get clear on what you want. You want money? How much? All right. So getting clear on what you want can lead all of your steps, all of your moves into that direction. Here's what I want you to do. Here's a coaching challenge for you. Your coaching challenge is after this episode, if there's something that you want, I only want you to say yes to the things that ultimately will answer the question, will this help me get me what I want? That's it. So let's say that you want to start your own company. After this episode, I want you to do things and only do things and say yes to things that will lead you in the direction of you getting what you want. But you have to be clear on what you want. You can't just say, I want to lose weight. What does that look like? Can't say you want to be happy. What does happiness mean to you? Because people have different versions of happy. Somebody may think that happiness is based on money. I don't believe that. If that was true, if money brought happiness, then we would never see people that have money not be happy. And we've seen people unfortunately commit suicide or show self-destructive behaviors because they have money. And sometimes people they're so rich, the only thing they have is money. That's sad. All right. If you look at the stats, people that go from poor to rich commit suicide more than people go rich to poor. So it's not money. All right. To me, happiness is just being in the moment and just moving and shaking toward the things that you want to do. All right. So number one was acknowledge what you already have created. Run down your bio for you. Let you know what's up. Number two is get clear on what you really, really want. What do I want, man? What do I want? Stop playing around. You know what you want. Write it down. Number three, ask questions to facilitate change. I'll let people know as a life coach. I know that you might see some life coaches on TV, and you may, because we see it a lot, that we think that a life coach is in essence here to fix your life. I am here to assist you on fixing your life. But the key word in that is assist, right? So one of the things that a life coach does is that we don't tell people what to do. We can guide you in a direction, but we don't tell you what to do because you don't have to own up to it. But what we do and what all life coaches should do, and I'm very, very good at this, is asking questions to facilitate change. Even if you look at the first three things, what's the first one? Acknowledging what you've done. Ask yourself, what have I done? Ask yourself, hey, what do I really want? All right. And then you can just ask yourself, what am I committed to doing to getting what I want? Why is this important to me? What needs to happen now? Who can I call on or contact to help me in getting what I want? If you really think about it, if you saw a person go down the street they saw, let's say they looked at somebody's car and they saw candy and they wanted that candy, guess what? They're going to do whatever it takes to get inside that car. Jiggle the handle. Oh, no, it's locked. They may pick up a rock or something like that and bash the window in and take the candy. And you know what you'll say? Oh, man, that was crazy, right? But to them, mission accomplished. Now, I'm not telling you to do anything that's against the law or destructive, but what I'm saying is we have to have a revolution, and you have to be a change agent. Revolutions are violent changes. And I'm not saying for you to injure somebody or hurt somebody, but we need to be moving and shaking. Think about your washing machine. Agitation, moving, shaking off things, getting rid of that dirt. The dirt in the scenario is judgment by, restrictions. So ask yourself, what do I need to do? Which brings us right to number 4, taking action. There are a lot of dead squirrels in the road because they did not make a decision to either go left or right. A lot of people are clear about what they want to do. They know what needs to happen, but you have to take action. There are a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, that have wanted to do a podcast before me. You know what grinds my gears is if you ever look at a recipe online, you'll have so many people talking about what they wouldn't do and why they wouldn't do it versus the amount of people who've actually made it. I want you to take action. Stop just talking about it. Don't even post it. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my personal gear grinders. And it's not a big deal. But I just, when I see people just say coming soon post, and then it's like they don't even do it because we took so much energy into talking about what we want to do as opposed to just doing it, man. I am thankful and honored that I get to tell people to their face, just do it. Go crazy. So what needs to happen? What am I willing to do? What action is required? You want to start a business, what action is required? All right. You want to be the best you? Then identify what you think needs to be makes you the best you, and then take action. All right. Gyms are closed right now because of COVID. Doesn't mean you can't work outside. Doesn't mean you can't work in the house. You want to get your money right? Work on it now. Go crazy. And crazy, I'm not talking about mental health. But if you really think about it, we will allow our brain, or we tell our brain to think negatively and restrict us. And once that happens, doesn't matter what you do. If you control a person's mind, you don't have to worry about their actions. Go crazy. Ask yourself, what action is required for me to get what I want? You want a house? How many bedrooms? How many baths? What are things that you want in this house? And then ask yourself, don't get on Zillow with $1 talking about, oh, this doesn't have a walk-in closet. Oh, no. But you can. It's funny. But ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get this? I recently had a client, and she wants to make $100,000. I said, congratulations. Now, what are you willing to do to make $100,000? Yeah. All right. Number 5. All right. On tips to help you go crazy, remove those limitations and restrictions. Here on Season 3, Episode 15 on See.Plan.Do Show with me, Professional Life Coach Garry O'Neal. Ask for more. I want you to ask for more. Don't have any little ass dreams. That's not the purpose of a dream. Just think about it. As a kid, what were we dreaming? We dreamt that we were a basketball player, or we were a celebrity. We could have superhero powers, which I'm pretty sure by this podcast, December 21st, I should have superpowers. So if you see me flying around, there we go. It worked. But I want you to just think about this. Your dream should be so big that you're somewhat scared. Ask for more. Oh, I don't want to ask for too much. Why not? Never too much. Never too much. Ask for more. I don't want to just be the best podcaster in my zip code. No. I am expecting and looking forward to this reaching millions and millions of viewers, me having my own show on some network, and we going back. Same swag, same all these things. Might change my clothes. May have somebody telling me what to wear. Might be in a different ride. But ask for more. Don't just say, I'm okay. No. I need you to have that mentality that you ever watch those shows, those supermarket shows where they have you run around in a cart. I mean, they have you in a cart and you can just dump all these things in there. Nobody's going to the Rice-A-Roni aisle and just getting rice. They're getting steaks, turkeys, all types of stuff. So ask for more. Demand bigger. And the last thing, I cannot stress number 6 enough. The last thing on helping you go crazy and limiting those restrictions in your life, removing those restrictions, that judgment, those things that are getting in the way for you wanting to be you, is start now. Start right now with the commitment to live the way you want to live. There's nothing really stopping you. If you really have an honest look with yourself and you really ask yourself, man, am I getting what I want? Am I doing what I want? And we let the littlest things get in our way. I'm not saying, I'm not dismissing or downplaying the idea that, yeah, we need money, we may need time, but you right now can make the commitment to start. If you want to be in better shape, you can start tomorrow. You can start tonight. You can start after listening to this episode and say, you know what? Every day I'm committed to doing 30 minutes of exercise. You can commit right now. You can start right now. Don't wait till next year. Don't wait till the next episode. Don't wait till when the moment is right. History has shown us the moment is right when we create the right moment. When has a moment been the right moment? You make the right moment, right? So you're listening to the show, you're watching it because you want to go crazy. You're tired. I'm offering you the opportunity to go crazy. And just to run them back again, number one, acknowledge what you've already done. Check out your bio. I need you to go ahead and get that swag, that confidence. Number two, get clear on what you actually want. Number three, ask questions to facilitate change. Number four, take action. What actions are required? Number five, ask for more. Remember to demand bigger. And number six, don't start yesterday. Don't start tomorrow. Don't start next week. Start right now. You got it, man. There is no limitations except the ones that we set in our mind. We will deem somebody crazy when they exceed those limitations that we place. And it doesn't mean something bad, but if right now someone said, hey, I'm starting a business, I'm investing $10,000 into myself, someone may think that is crazy, but it depends on who you talk to. A business person will think that's not crazy. Somebody who may have to penny pinch or may not have the funds like that may think that investing $10,000 is crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy. Release yourself from all of those things that hold you down. Let's get nuts. Go crazy. All right. That is the end of this episode. Season 3, episode 15, entitled Go Crazy. Hopefully you really, really got something out of this. All right. As always, you can check each and every episode streaming on your favorite platform by checking out See.Plan.Do.com. All right. You get that at the website. You'll be able to see all of the links to follow me. You want to connect socially. All those wonderful things are there. Guess what, guys? If you are looking to have commercials, if you want to promote your goods, your services, your book, your event, something that's happening with you, and you want to get on here and talk about it, or you want to promote an ad, I have ad spots available. Just contact me directly and let's get your goods, products, services into a bigger audience. All right. If you are looking to support this show for the price of a cup of coffee, maybe a number one at your favorite fast food establishment, you can support the show by being a Patreon viewer. And being a Patreon viewer is just helping me support this show by getting equipment, things that I need to get. All right. So head on over to that link, become a Patreon viewer, and take advantage of those bonus perks that I give you. All right. Last but certainly not least, you are the best part of the show. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for listening, for watching, whether it's your first time, whether you've been here since day one. You could have been anywhere in the world doing anything that you wanted to do, but you are here with my crazy self, and you're crazy for that too. All right. Until we see each other again, until we talk and share those special moments again, man, always remember to see what you want to do, plan it out, and do it. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week. Make it the best week ever. Make it just the best rest. Let's finish this year out by getting crazy and being amazing together. Bye.